So today we feel like reviewing Bubba Ho-Tep and Elvis Juice by Brewdog.
And Elvis Juice by Brewdog.
I said that already.
The walker was swinging along easy tonight. Not even like I needed it. Damn, this here Jack was a nut. Maybe I was nuts too. There was an adventure going on.
This is a pretty simple plot for a film. It starts off with Elvis in a nursing home who's alive and not so well. After all, he has a growth on his pecker.
How could I have gone from the king of rock and roll to this? Old guy in a rest home in East Texas with a growth on his pecker.
Unbeknownst to him, there's a bus nearby containing the cursed remains of a mummy which crashes on a bridge, leaving the cursed mummy to break free of his tomb and haunt their nursing home. They suspect that this butt-sucking specter is the cause of all the recent disappearances in the nursing home. So Elvis, and a man who believes that he's President John F. Kennedy...
No offense, but President Kennedy was a white man.
That's how clever they are. They dyed me this color.
They team up and try and take down this spooky baddie. I like that they made Elvis a real person in this movie. It's not just, haha, old Elvis, that's great. His roommate in the film dies and the daughter comes to go through the items, and Elvis sees that she's throwing away a bunch of items that meant a lot to this guy. And you get this deep introspection from Elvis, and it makes him seem like, you know, this is a real person. He's concerned about his past life and what he's done. And, you know, obviously these younger people don't really view him as a person, just an old guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of serious aspects to this, but they always follow it up with a bit of comedy. Like as she's throwing away the trash, she bends over the trash can, he takes a look over, and...
I felt my pecker flutter once like a pigeon having a heart attack, and then lay back down and remain limp and still.
As an audience member, you're never quite sure if this guy is the real Elvis or if he's just crazy. Like all the nurses think he's crazy, but according to his story, he's saying that he got sick of the limelight and he switched places like the Princess and the Pauper with an Elvis impressionator.
It was very impressive. Alongside Elvis, you do get a glimpse into the lives of some of the other residents of the nursing home. You have a man who thinks he's the Lone Ranger and he's sat at a table with everyone else, they're eating lunch. Bologna sandwiches.
Looks delicious.
Looks fantastic. You also have a woman who's stuck in an iron lung and a kleptomaniac lady who comes along and steals her glasses. Then she goes on to steal some chocolates.
Which is a perfect segue for us to talk about the giant cockroach in the chocolate box.
Man, that is one big bitch cockroach.
There were a few things that didn't make sense to me, like the cockroach. It obviously had some connection with the mummy haunting the joint. But I don't really get what.
I didn't get that either. I also didn't get the fact that the mummy was dressed up in a cowboy outfit, I guess because it's in the South, but where did he get that? The thing that I do know is when the cockroach shows up to Bruce Campbell, there was some kick-ass heavy metal music playing.
All right, man, let's go. Hot damn.
Another thing about this film, Bruce Campbell's character and the JFK character have this really tight connection in the movie. And a lot of this film is a little bit slow if you're expecting something that's beat for beat action. You're not going to get that. But it definitely builds up to the battle with Bubba Ho-Tep.
By the end of the movie, there's this huge swelling of music, and you really feel emotionally connected to these two people because they care about each other, and they're ready to kick some ass.
Oh, come on, man. Marilyn Monroe? What's she like in a sack?
That is classified information. Top secret. But between you and me, wow.
This is a very quotable movie. If you know somebody who's seen this movie and you say one of the one-liners, they're gonna get it immediately.
It's a lot like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. If you see someone who's seen that movie, you quote any line, they're like, Same with this movie.
Bruce Campbell had a spot-on impersonation of Elvis.
It was very funny.
Now, if you were to do an impersonation of the King, how would you go about it?
Me?
Yeah, you.
All right, well, basically you gotta move your hair back, get that little flip going. Kinda gotta talk like this, like, oh, man, it's chilly out there. My nips, they're hard. Then you gotta sing about a hound dog. Gyrate them hips of mine. And then you have a heart attack and die.
That's about it. So we tried really hard to find a beer that's appropriate for Bubba Ho-Tep, but we couldn't find anything like mummy related.
No, we searched for weeks. Couldn't find anything.
But we were really excited when we found a beer by Brewdog because that's never available to us in our area.
And it's a great company.
We got Elvis juice.
Elvis. That works.
Charles.
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 Uh-huh.
Wow, this smells just like Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah, the flavor is fruit punch. It's got pineapple, it's got grape, it's a combination of crazy fruit flavors.
It's really, really tasty. If you like Smirnoffs or you're not a big fan of beer in general, give this a shot because it will blow your mind. It is freaking tasty and
It's a good beer, even for beer lovers. It's delicious. So thank you for watching Review and Brew. Thank you very much.
thank you very much.
Oh, bologna is good, better than morning with bologna. Bologna is good, better than morning with bologna. Bologna is good, is better than morning with bologna. Bologna is good, is better than morning with bologna. Bologna is good, is better than morning with bologna.
Eh?